Welcome to a brand new episode of TVGP's We Roguelike It. I'm your host, Boston. Joining me as always is Moonpear.
Hello.
Here for week 2 of Wildfrost. How'd your deck building, how'd your map wandering go this week?
So it turns out that exhaustion,
A real life exhaustion, not a game debuff?
yes, real life exhaustion, not the pink debuff
That's right.
from Firebreak, or I haven't
That's
been
right.
post-it noted.
That's right.
I wish I was post-it noted sometimes, but I
Yeah.
haven't been. It's almost as if they don't work well when your brain is mush
Yes.
for, card-based tactics games. Tactics games in general, we'll just
Right.
say tactics games in general.
This is
We'll
not the
we'll
bullet heaven game you need.
No.
Right.
That's not saying it's bad.
No, for sure.
I really, really suck at it right now is the
Yep.
problem.
Yeah. Yeah. So, your runs didn't go very well this week, huh?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
To say I didn't beat the first boss in any run is an understatement.
I feel like I gotta say, I got a bone to pick with Bamboozle in this game. That's that snow boss that splits into two when you take out the kind of long card.
Uh-huh. And he hits like a truck.
If I run into him first, that run's going nowhere, man. If I run into him second or third, I'm probably doing okay. But when they split into two and it's like, all right, this one has 16 health and does a ton of damage. This one has 14 health and does actually a lot of damage as
Slightly
well.
less damage.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, cool. That's okay. Oh, and more enemies are coming in. Sure, yeah, let's do that too. That sounds really great. Um,
Did you have you run across the woolly mammoth who absorbs people yet?
yeah,
He might be my most hated boss
that one
because
sucks, man.
if you make the mistake of letting him absorb somebody who damages the entire row, guess what he does?
Uh huh. Yeah, next thing you know, he's hitting for like 20 for an entire row. It's like, oh, cool, great.
Uh-huh.
Can't move my cards around, I guess. Or if you're me, you just forget to move your cards around.
Yes, you do. That's exactly how I do it too, if
Yeah,
I'm completely honest.
I did have
I'm
one.
like, oh, there's my hero. He has one health. He's on the top row alone. Oops, he's dead. Run
Right.
over.
I did fight a boss this week though that did do a bunch of damage to both sides of the field, and it would have like a little diamond where he was gonna do damage. So that was kind of fun. Of like, how do I move and recall a bunch of cards that I don't want in the way, or like, okay, they're gonna attack the front two slots of the front two columns of both of my rows. How do I like put characters in front of my main character to push him to the back and maybe sacrifice some
Mhm.
people? So like that was kind of fun. Um,
Yeah.
I had a killer run this week. I tried the second deck for the first time, Shade Mancers. Um,
Mhm.
this is a really interesting summon and sacrifice deck. Um, so you're trying to summon minions on your field, and you're playing cards that aren't an actual unit. So you play the card, and a unit spawns out of it instead of like putting the card on the playing field. Um, and then you're kind of like your normal attack. You know, have cards where it's like this card just does 2 damage. Um,
Mhm.
that card does more. It does as much damage as there are copies in your current hand. So if you have 4 of those cards, that thing's doing 4 damage. You have 2 of those cards, it's doing 2 damage, which is kind of interesting. Um, but so much of that deck is like, I'm going to spawn a bunch of minions. I'm going to kill my own minions, and then by doing that, that's either going to spawn a different unit, modify that unit, or strengthen a different unit, or things like that. I usually don't like decks like that, but I think the way they do that in this one uh, is really cool and turned out to be a really strong deck, and I actually got all the way to the final boss on one of my runs with Shademancers. I
All the way meaning not defeated though.
well, I got immediately destroyed by the final boss because like I I don't so like going up to the final boss, I was fighting a bunch of like really annoying units. There's one boss that was like a hermit crab that kept putting the shield blocks on the enemies, where it's like if you have three shield blocks on it blocks three attacks completely, no matter how big or small they are.
Mhm.
That boss was really annoying, but I got a card at some point, and I don't remember which clan it was from. I think it was from the third one. I don't think it was from Snow or Shademancers. It's the like the fiery kind of spicy deck, called Tigress, and it gains one teeth when that card or any ally is hit, and teeth deals damage to units that attack that card. So
Interesting.
it was really interesting of like putting that card to the back of my deck and letting a bunch of summoned fodder just get hit over and over and over again. And then next thing you know, Tigress has 20 teeth on it. You scooch that to the front of your kind of playing field. Someone attacks it. It, especially hopefully the attacker has um, low attack. That it
Hmm.
immediately hits them back for 20 and knocks that card out. So like one turn, that card can knock 3 or 4 cards out of the enemy's playing field. Um, and a lot of that was really great until I ran into the final boss, and the final boss is like, no, immediately I'm going to do a whole ton of damage to all of your cards, and you're just not prepared for this fight. It's like, oh, well, okay, cool, 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 cool,
Yep.
cool.
Need to get those upgrades apparently.
Oh my god, I had so many charms on my
Yeah,
my
dude.
cards.
I
It's
I
so
love the
good.
crown as well. Like having
Yes.
the ability to pull out like a regular person alongside your hero at the very, very start of the battle and start
Yep.
that clock winding down faster. Super useful.
Yeah, because like my first crown I put on it's one of the like healing cards that's like every 5 turns it heals everybody on every ally for what is it, 3 or something like that. um
Yeah, it's like the lady with the love potion kind of
no,
picture.
it's the other one, like looks like a dog, I think. um
Okay, I don't think I've seen that one yet.
okay, because the lady does
I
oh
think she heals 4 and gets rid of negative effects.
yeah, this one doesn't do negative effects, it just does the healing, but I think it does a little bit. I think it does might do 5 healing. um But I put that to pull out immediately with your kind of hero unit. And I put it was either a charm or it was something I could buy that decreased the number of turns that card needed to do. So I turned it from like 5 to 3, and that
Yes,
helped
I
an
think it's a charm.
incredible amount. Um, we also forgot to talk about last week the blessings you get after you beat a boss, where it gives you like the option of like 5 or 6 blessings. Um, and I had a combo that was really strong, which was the one that I picked up early on decreased my the like redraw bell by 1, and the other one I picked up increased the enemy's bell by 2. So I was basically able to refresh my deck and get way more. Like I bought a bunch of healing cards throughout the run. I bought a bunch of like buffing cards throughout the run. So I was able to manage that stuff faster than the enemy could come in, and that was a
Mhm.
huge turning point for that run.
I can
Oh
see
man.
why. That sounds like it was slightly OP.
Yeah, it was really they offered me both of those. And I was like, well, I mean, what else am I going to take? That seems to be a
Yes.
no-brainer. So that was, but like that's the kind of thing that I want out of a game like this. Like sometimes you want a game where it's like, no, the strength or the weakness of your run is going to be determined by the deck you build, and that is it. But I do like
Mm-hmm.
every once in a while where it's like, cool, man, you beat a really annoying boss. Here's a bunch of, and like sometimes the bonuses are here's a crown, or here's a charm, or here's a friendly unit, or something like that. Um, but sometimes it's just like, yeah, man, we're gonna buff some pretty serious stuff here, and
Yeah.
that's beside the stuff that I'm doing in the town, which that run I made to the final boss is like I you just filled out 5 bars completely. So like head back to town and see what new friends you have, see what new charms you've unlocked. I did another one of those challenges, sort of all the way at the top. I don't even remember what I did in there, but it was one of those where it's like, oh, I didn't even realize I did anything interesting. But okay, I'll take another charm out of doing a challenge.
I need to work on the recall one, the recalling like
Yeah,
companions or summons back to the deck because I'm really sucky at that.
I'm so terrible at that because like I think it's like a standard deck builder where it's like you either protect this card or you lose it. Like there's no in between.
Mm-hmm.
And the game is like, please, sir, pull the card, heal the card in your
Put
deck.
it back in the
Put
deck and it will
Yeah,
heal.
pull it off the table, man. Come on. And I'm just like, oh well, I guess I'm losing this nice healing lady. That stinks. Nothing to do. I can see the game like face palming itself. But I I didn't play a whole ton this week, not as much as I really wanted to. But I'm still having a heck of a great time with this. I think partially because it's really charming, but partially because it's just a cool deck builder. And I
And again, massive props to the animation team because
Yeah,
every single part of this feels like it's animated with care and love.
yep. And every single card looks cool. Every single card is super cute. Yeah, this game is great. I'm
Mm-hmm.
having a blast. Any final thoughts here for week 2, Moon?
No, I think that's it for now.
All right. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for listening. We'll see you all next run. Bye.
Bye.